Hey guys, it's Brett, your Scentsy fragrance consultant. I'm here with my what I've been warming video, and it's been a little over a month. So I was really gonna try to do every 2 to 3 weeks, but we're doing a little over 4 weeks. It's just, I get so busy with stuff and then I keep thinking I'm gonna do it, and it's just so hard for me to keep up with this. So props to people that can do it once a week. I don't know if I'll ever be able to do that, but never know. But anyway, so I have quite a bit here, so I'm just going to get started. It's everything I've been warming, plus I have a lot of these LTO collections because they've had so much stuff come out within the last few months of LTOs, different things, and I've gotten different bars throughout different party closeouts and a few in and out club orders and things like that. So I'm going to go over those first, some of the LTO bars that I've warmed through, and let you know how they did, and then I'll go through everything else. So I'm just gonna grab and go here. So first up we have Snowed In Sugar. This was in the gingerbread collection that came out. This is bright lemon zest, gingerbread, and baked vanilla. So I ended up liking this. It was really good. Yeah, I really like this quite a bit once it warmed. And when it warmed, I think it really came to life. Because it's nice on cold, but I really think it's really good when it warms. So it's a gingerbread, but it's not like a real strong, spicy gingerbread. It doesn't remind me exactly of it doesn't smell like ginger snap cookies or anything like that to me. But I get like a sweeter gingerbread kind of, than like a sharp, astringent gingerbread, if that makes sense. If you don't like real gingerbready gingerbreads, I think you might be okay with this. I get that in there. It says bright lemon zest, but maybe a touch. It's not real lemony or anything to me. Baked vanilla, yeah, that's in there with that gingerbread, but it's just real creamy gingerbready. It's just a real sugary sweet kind of gingerbread. It's a little bit more along the lines of the gingerbread that's in gingerbread cheesecake, but it's not a dupe by any means. It's just a little bit, as opposed to it's not like the gingerbread in gingerbread hugs. It's more along the gingerbread that's in gingerbread cheesecake, but take out that little bit of cheesecake note in there, even though there wasn't a real big cheesecake note in gingerbread cheesecake, but there was a little bit of that in there. But that little bit that's in there, take that out. And it's just the gingerbread part in there. Kind of reminds me of this gingerbread. So I think if you like gingerbread cheesecake, you might like this. I thought it was good. It was nice. I really enjoyed it. And it did really well in my bedroom. Lasted for almost a couple days into the second day. So it was probably a medium throw. Probably a 7.5 out of 10. So I enjoyed that. Snowed In Sugar. Next we have Peanuts Snoopy Autumn Adventure. And this is warm spice, brown sugar, and swirl of vanilla. So I like this on cold, and I really liked it in the little Woodstock buddy clip that's right behind me, right here by Kevin Minion. He's right beside him. Woodstock is the buddy clip. We got that at SFR this year when we went, and I love the scent of that when I smelled it. And then I remember smelling this at Family Reunion, not World Tour, Family Reunion. They had some different it was like a box, and it had a warmer in there, and the wax was going. It had a little hole in a plastic casing around the warmer, and you could open up the little cover and stick your nose in there and smell the wax going in that little container. And I remembered I liked it, but for some reason when I warmed this, I didn't like it as well. It's just, I don't know, it's okay. It's nothing real special to me. I mean, you kind of get a little bit of that brown sugar, vanilla, spices. Yeah, it's nice. It's a kind of a bakery, spicy vanilla scent. It's just nothing real special though. When I warmed it, I'm like, it's okay, but nothing. It wasn't really exciting me a lot. But for some reason, when I smelled it at SFR, I liked it more than what I did when I warmed it at home. But yeah, so I don't think I'd repurchase that one again. That was a little bit on the lighter side too for that type of a scent. It was probably a 5 to 6 or so. Lasted a day, maybe a little bit in the second day. Then we also have Disney Warm Gingerbread Wishes. And this is sugared cinnamon, sweet clove, and warm nutmeg. So they also had this at SFR, the same type of situation where you could smell it in the little case there that when it was warming. And I remember I really liked this one, and I even came back and I was telling people, "Ooh, I really like this bar. It smelled really good." And again, when I warmed it, I didn't love it as much. I don't know what it was when I smelled it at SFR that I really liked it. But then when I had it at home and it was going in my house, it was different for some reason. I mean, maybe because it was just in that little contained area at SFR. I'm not sure, but it's not terrible, but there's just a little bit of an astringent spice in here that I wasn't crazy about. And I love spice scents, but every once in a while there'll be some kind of spice that's just a little bit too much for my nose that I don't love. And there was something in here that was just a little bit too much for me. I was like, I don't really love some spice that's in here. And all it says is cinnamon, clove, and nutmeg, and I love all those. And usually cinnamon, it's not that's too much for me. It's not I mean, it could maybe be clove that's a little bit strong. And it's not nutmeg, because I love nutmeg. But I feel like it's something else too. It's maybe a little bit of that clove that's a little bit too strong. And maybe something else. And it also made my throat a little scratchy a little bit. I know I've said before that, what is it, pumpkin chai. I had that a few years ago, and that really made my throat scratchy. It made me feel like I had a sore throat. I would have to clear my throat. It like hits you in the back of the throat, that certain type of spice in there. That kind of happened with this too. Some spice in here was just making me have that kind of a scratchy throat feeling. And I didn't love it. So yeah, liked it at SFR, really liked it, but did not as much when I warmed it. It performed fairly well. Good strong medium, 7 to 8. I think this lasted for a day, maybe a little bit in the second day as well, but yeah, I wouldn't get that again though, because something about it I just didn't love when I warmed it. Then we have Peanuts, a Snoopy holiday. Here, this is fresh eucalyptus, lemon, and pine, and I like this one. So this one definitely has that lemon in there. It definitely has lemon with the pine. I don't get eucalyptus hardly, like almost hardly at all. If it is in there, it's just barely. But I get mostly lemon and pine. But that lemon is really strong on cold sniff. And I don't get too much of the pine on cold sniff. It's just barely back in the background. But when I warmed, that pine really came out more. But I also got the lemon. But I really liked the blend of it. It was kind of different because you had that pine tree, but with a little bit of a citrusy lemon in there. It was a little unique, and I really liked it. I thought it was good. Good performer. It was probably like close to like an 8 out of 10, 7.5 to 8 out of 10. Yeah, and this one lasted about 2 days or so. Maybe a little bit into third. This kind of lingered a little bit, I think. But yeah, I like that. It was a little unique. So that is Peanuts Snoopy Holiday. I would get that one again. Then we have Shrek Fairy Tale Ogre. This is appetizing apple, fresh, floral, and grassy greens. This one was okay, but I didn't love it. It had mostly apple. It's in the fruity category, and I would agree because you get mostly apple, and then you do get some greens under there, but the floral is more than the greens. So I would say apple, then floral, and then greens on the bottom. Just a touch of greens. I wish there was more greens, but it is more, you know, apple and floral. So it is more fruity. It was just kind of okay for me, nothing I would get again. It was a little bit on the lighter side to me too. It was probably like a 6 or so out of 10. Lasted like just 1 day. I don't know what Squishy, what's going on? Our dog's Squishy. She hit the side of the door over here with her paw. Anyway, yeah, it was just kind of okay. It wasn't my favorite type of green scent. And then I recently warmed from the Wicked Collection Green Girl Power. Also has a green note in it. That is so much better. That is what I wanted this one to be. Green Girl Power. I really love that one. That one has more green. It's not completely green, but it has more green than this did. That is, I think, in the... it doesn't have a category because I looked online and it just says the descriptions, but it doesn't say what category they're in. I would say that's definitely more in the fresh category because that green comes out more. This definitely is more fruity because it's got more of the apple. I definitely like the Green Girl Power better. But if you did like this one, I think you still would like Green Girl Power. But if you want a little bit green, more green, get the Green Girl Power. But yeah, I don't think I'd get this one again. Yeah, that was just kind of okay for me. Next we have Haunted Mansion Ring the Bell. The notes are dark pomegranate, warm cedarwood, hint of oud. This was good. This was good. Yeah, it's very Halloweeny. It's one of those Halloween. There's something about it. It's just so like dark and mysterious. It has to be that oud, that cedarwood. So cedarwood isn't really necessarily dark and mysterious, but that oud mixed with that cedarwood, but then that dark pomegranate, all that blends together to make it kind of like a dark, mysterious kind of scent. A lot of those Halloween type of scents have that kind of a fruity, dark plum, dark pomegranate. They go with those kind of dark, fruity scents, but then with like woods and different things like that. So yeah, the cedarwood and oud mixed with that dark pomegranate. Yeah, so good. Very good for Halloween. A little unique, even though some of the Halloween scents are kind of similar in a little bit of this way, but I liked it. I would repurchase that again. It was a good strong medium, 7 to 8. Probably a full day. Not much in the second day on that one, I don't believe. Maybe just a little bit in the second day. Then we have Iced Winter Mint. This was in one of those collections, so it was coming out every Monday. I think this was in was it the Contemporary Holiday Special or was the All is Bright Special? One of those collections. This is peppermint, sugared apple, and frosted spruce. I love this. I warmed this just yesterday. I warmed 2 bars, actually. 2 bars in our open concept kitchen living room area. Oh, it's so good. This is currently sold out, so hopefully you got some. I'm not sure if it's going to come back in stock or not, but so good. Usually if it's an LTO, they usually don't bring it back in stock. Sometimes they might, but I'm not sure if they're going to yet of this one, but it's so good. If it comes back, definitely I would recommend grabbing some. So this to me is definitely peppermint. It says iced winter mint, but then in the notes it says peppermint. I would say peppermint. I mean, it's kind of winter minty. Winter mint is like kind of like icy peppermint to me, kind of. But it's definitely peppermint. I would say, and then just a little bit of sugared apple and the frosted spruce. The spruce is in there, but it's not a tree note, a tree scent at all. Don't think this is going to be like a Christmas tree scent, because it's not. It's more of a peppermint scent than a tree scent. But that sugared apple and tree is in there, but just rounds out that peppermint and makes it really nice. So it's not just a complete peppermint smell either. Oh, it's so good though. If you like peppermint scents, I think you'd like this. If you don't like peppermint, you may not like it. Some people may get toothpaste out of this, because some people totally pick up toothpaste when they smell a lot of peppermint scents. I don't get that. I just get a real nice peppermint winter mint, a little bit of spruce frosted apple. It was so good. It was so good. We had it going yesterday late afternoon. I put it in, and then I smelled it really good. We left, went to our cousin's birthday party, came back 3.5 hours later or so, and it was so good when we came in the house. It only lasted a day though, because it lasted through the afternoon, early afternoon, evening, late evening, and then today when I turned my warmers back on, I couldn't smell it. So I switched out the wax. So it's only a 1-dayer, but really good. Really good performer, and it did pretty good in the open concept. I could smell it better in the kitchen area than the living room, but living room was where I had the vaulted ceilings. So yeah, but a nice medium in the open concept, so that was good. I'm sure it'll do just fine in a bedroom, but definitely would do it in the open concept too, because it was good. Then we have, I've already done warm reviews of these, but I'm just going to talk about them again. Gilmore Girls. This is Harvest Festival, Stars Hollow Harvest Festival. I got 2 more sets in my last party closeout with my rewards, because you can use them with host rewards, even though it's a licensed product. At least I was when I closed out my party. So anyway, I warmed these again in my open concept. I did it the first time in our bedroom, and I tried these 2 in my open concept. This is ground cinnamon, brown sugar, buttery vanilla. This is so good, really, really good. Yeah, it's just all that. It's brown sugar, ground cinnamon. It's real buttery vanilla for sure. Ground cinnamon. It's just bakery. All those notes are really good in there. Kind of remind me of Spice Pecan Creme a little bit. It's not a dupe or anything. It's not spot on exactly like that, but it's along those lines. It's very similar to me. I think if you like that, you'd like this. I think anyway, it's really good. Did pretty good in my open concept. It wasn't as strong as the bedroom, of course, but I mean, I smelled it fairly well. It's a light medium in the open concept, but it didn't last a long time. But most scents in my open concept don't last a full day, maybe a little bit the second day sometimes, but usually not so much. But yeah, I did okay in the open concept. I really like that scent though. Then we have some more pumpkin. This was the October, wasn't it? Yeah, October scent of the month. What did I do? I think I did one in the bedroom, and then I have these 2 bars I did in the open concept. So it was vanilla marshmallows, rich caramel, and pumpkin spice. So yeah, this is nice. It's a nice scent in the wax. It's nothing too incredible though. I mean, you get a little bit of, you get the caramel, pumpkin spice. You kind of, yeah, it's pumpkin spice, little caramel. The vanilla marshmallow is a little bit. It's not real marshmallow-y, but it is in there a little bit. It's more caramel and pumpkin spice-ish to me than marshmallow. It's okay. It's not my favorite scent of these type of scents, but it did okay. It was a little bit lighter in the wax. I think I don't remember which one I did first. I think maybe I did the open concept. It was really light in there, so I tried the bedroom. It was still a little bit lighter in there for me. I mean, 5 to 6-ish, maybe, something like that. Just kind of light. I believe when I first had it go in the open concept, I could smell really good in the kitchen area, especially by the sink. I have 2 warmers up above my sink in this little ledge by my window above the sink in the kitchen. When I go over there, I like to wash my hands and do dishes and things, that I can really smell the wax over there. And I remember when I first put that in there, it smelled really good. But then around the rest of the area, I couldn't smell it as well. And then in the bedroom, it was just kind of lighter too. And overall, it was just kind of okay in the wax. I didn't love it. Probably wouldn't be repurchased for me. But I tried it in the pods. So I pulled the pods over here to show you. I have other pods, but I wanted to talk about these pods with the wax. It did really good in the pods, sorry. Did really good in the pods. The pods are really good. In my car, yeah, I don't know, it was the same as the wax, but just was even more. It's just like I could smell it even better in the pods in my car, and it kept going and going, and it was just really good. So yeah, really good in the pods. They performed better than the wax did. So I don't know though, it could be just fluke that it did good in my car, because I will say I have, what is it? Pumpkin honey spice. I had those pods in my car a few weeks back, and I really liked them. They did really good in my car. So I got some more in my last party closeout, and I just put them in my car a few days back, and this second one that I put in my car didn't do near as good as the first one. Same scent, but it's not as strong as the other pair of pods I had were. So I don't know what happened. But this one did do good, so not sure if it would do good again, but this one did good in my car. All right, and then lastly for the LTOs, I warmed through the holiday bricks. Drop them here. All 5 holiday bricks I warmed through, and I made some samples and stuff, so I'm gonna talk about those real quick. We have spiced grapefruit. This is the only one that I hadn't had in the bricks. This is bergamot, mandarin, nutmeg, allspice, and coriander. Loved this. This was really, really good. Yeah, so on cold, I definitely get the grapefruit on cold, and that mandarin and that, what is it, bergamot. It's very citrusy bergamot. It's not cologne bergamot at all. It's more of a citrus bergamot. So that citrusy bergamot, citrus mandarin, the citrus grapefruit is very citrusy. And then I don't get much spice though. The nutmeg, allspice, and coriander, I maybe got a hint of it on cold, but then not much. When I warmed it, I still didn't get much spice, just a little bit more than on cold. Definitely still got the grapefruit and the citrus, mandarin, all that stuff, bergamot. But I got a tree note when I warmed it. The tree note really came through. I can smell that a little bit on cold, but on warm, a tree note really comes through. So I don't really know. Maybe like pine, maybe kind of a pine tree note. I don't know, really good though. I was so surprised how much tree I smelled on warm, and it really gave me a holiday feel from that tree. But it's definitely a tree and like a citrusy grapefruit mandarin type of feel. Still not a lot of spice on warm either though. And this is actually in the spice category, I believe. But I think it should be more in like the citrus category. Or even woods because of that tree. But man, that tree really comes out to me on warm. So yeah, I liked it, really liked it. It's a really good performer, did really well. In my open concept, I warmed all these in the open concept, so this did really good. Definitely recommend that one. Then we have all the rest I've had before, but I warmed them again anyway in my open concept. Rustic Lodges next. This is actually in my club, the bar. Oak, musk, cedar, wood, smoke, fallen leaves. Yes, is all that. It is all that. So good if you like those woodsies. So it's definitely like a cabin in the woods, a lodge, rustic lodge. You get the wood, smoke, you get the fireplace, you get, it's not smoky though. It's not smoky, but it's just, you can get, it's woodsy. And then just like the trees on the outside, all that kind of stuff. It's got a little bit of patchouli to me too though. I always thought I smelled a little bit of like patchouli here. Yeah, it's really good. Performs really well. This thing lingered for quite a while. I had this going in my warmers in the open concept, and I think like almost 3 or 4 days, if not longer. Because sometimes in my open concept, I just get busy and I don't change out my wax because I have so many warmers between my kitchen and my living room. It takes a while to change them all out, so sometimes I get lazy and I don't want to. I'll come home from work and I'm tired. I just don't want to change my wax, and then I don't have time in the morning before I go to work to mess with it, so I don't change my wax out as much in the open concept as I do like in the bedrooms and things. But yeah, this lingered for quite a while, so that's a really good performer. Next we have maraschino sugar cookie. This is vanilla sugar cookie dough and maraschino cherry, and that's exactly what it is. Just a good, yeah, such a good bakery snack. Really get that sugar cookie dough and the vanilla, but then you get that maraschino cherry glaze is what they call it. It's really good, so good. And this did actually pretty well in my open concept. I was pretty surprised because I think I had this, when I had this before, I thought it was strong at first and then kind of died out, but this did pretty good. I mean, it was strong too. I mean, not real strong in the open concept. It's more stronger in a bedroom, but it lingered through most of the day into the second day, so it did really well. And then I was making samples as well, and I had it in my little wax melter, and it was, when I first put it in there, it was just filling up the kitchen so nicely. It was so good. Love that one. Then we have Cozy Fireside. This is cinnamon, spices, and ginger. And that's, yeah, what it is. Definitely cinnamon and ginger, and there's all kinds of different spices. Very spicy. You have to like spices and cinnamon and ginger and all that good stuff. If you like all those notes, you'll like it. It's really good. It's like a fire, it's cozy, it's fireside-y, but it's not smoky though. It reminds me of a fireplace without being smoky, if that makes sense. Really good. Recommend that for sure. And then lastly, we have toasted caramel sugar. This is caramelized sugar, toffee, warm milk, and vanilla musk. And this was in Bring Back My Bar a few years ago, and I had it then. It is so good on cold. I mean, it's, you get that, definitely get that caramelized sugar and definitely that toffee. Warm milk, yeah, vanilla. Yeah, it's very bakery. It's so good. So good. And when I first put these in my warmers, I smelled so well, and over by the kitchen, like I said, by that sink, it was just so good over there. But then shortly thereafter, I'm talking like maybe 30 minutes or so, the scent was gone. I couldn't smell it anymore at all. Like I got nothing from this except for that very first 30 minutes or so in that kitchen by the sink. I could smell it really good, and then it just disappeared. So I don't know, I was gonna try it in the bedroom, see how it did in there, but I never got around to doing that before I did this video. So I need to try it in the bedroom, see if it performs better in there. I remember when I had it the last time in Bring Back My Bar, I didn't love it as much on warm, but I liked it on warm this time, what I could smell of it before it disappeared anyway. But yeah, it's so good on cold though. And when it first warms, I just wish it would last a little bit longer, but we'll see how it does in the bedroom. So I don't know if I'd recommend that for open concept, but yeah. But overall, they're a really good, solid collection for the holiday bricks this year. All right, so that is it for the LTOs that I've warmed through. I still am warming through some other LTOs. that I've picked up here and there. So I'll have reviews of those later. Let's see, now I have some candles, random candles here I'll just talk about real quick. I have Bath & Body Works, the Milk Bar birthday cake candle that I burned it and then I ended up putting in the candle crock. So that's why it looks like that. And I poured the wax out afterwards. This one was just kind of light. Overall, I smelled it a little bit off and on here and there when I warmed it the first half. But yeah, overall, just not that much. I mean, it was an okay birthday cake scent. Not super cakey bakery, but it was all right, but nothing I was just completely wowed with or would get again. And then it got kind of funky at the halfway point. Got dirty wax, murky wax, puny flames, and I just put it in my candle crock. When I put it in the candle crock, I couldn't smell it at all, like nothing. I got nothing out of it in the candle crock, which is kind of weird because usually they're even stronger in the candle crock. But yeah, I wouldn't get that one again. Then we have Bath & Body Works as well, Maple Pumpkin. This is really good. What's the nose? Pumpkin spice, sweet maple syrup, and brown sugar. Yeah, it was, I can't even smell it at all because I also put that in my candle crock. It was just a really good mapley pumpkin spice, maple brown sugar. A really good maple. The maple came out really good in this, and it did really good for quite a while. When I burned it the first part, you know, I smelled it really well. And then it got to the halfway point and got murky, puny flames, just like Bath & Body Works candles almost usually do. At least they have in the past, and this one did it as well. So, put it in the candle crock, and again, couldn't smell it at all in the candle crock. Not sure what happened, but yeah, I think I like this one better than the milk bar cake, birthday cake, but yeah, I don't know if I get that one again either. I don't burn many candles anymore, except I did those, and then I also have a couple Scentsy, so I do have 2 Scentsy candles I warmed through. So the first one is Cider Mill. So this one, they burn pretty good. They leave a little bit of a residue around the sides. I don't know if you can see that there. A little bit of the waxy residue on the side, just a little bit. But it doesn't, and there's just a touch of soot on the side, but nothing real bad. So Cider Mill, it was okay in the candle, but it wasn't exactly like the wax. It was a little bit different, and I don't know exactly what it was. I mean, it smells somewhat similar to the wax, but I feel like it was just something about like the flames and then the smoke with it just changed the scent a little bit for me. It was nice at times, and other times I'm like, I don't know, I think I like the wax better. And then all the times I smelled it, but then it was a little bit lighter than what the first candle I warmed, which was the SFR candle. What was the name of that? The Camp Scentsy. That one did pretty good for me. And then this other one here, this one did really good. This one was a little bit lighter though compared to those other 2. So yeah, I don't know if I ever purchased that Cider Mill. But this one here, Pumpkin Roll, this one did better. This one had the same little bit of residue on the sides. This one has a little bit more soot on the sides a little bit. I don't know if you can see that there. A little black around the jar a little bit. I mean, I wiped my hand around there. It's not really bad though. It could be just the color of the jar, so it's gonna show up a little bit, but it's not really wiping off of my hand. So, but the Pumpkin Roll, this one did pretty well. This one did good most of the time. I mean, I smelled it most of the time. It smelled it through the candle. It's pretty spot on to the wax for me. Yeah, I like this one quite a bit. This one did really good. I have this going at one point in the bedroom. I warmed this and I had Spice Pecan Creme going at the same time, and that combination was incredible. So if you have this candle, Pumpkin Roll, and you have Spice Pecan Creme and the wax, do them together. Or if you have the Pumpkin Roll wax, and do the waxes together too. But those 2 scents, Pumpkin Roll and Spice Pecan Creme, were amazing together, so yeah. I like this one. It did good, burned pretty good for most of the way, so yeah, I would recommend the Pumpkin Roll one over the Cider Mill one. All right, so that's those. We have one non-wax. I think this is only non-wax. I might have some other things in there, I'm not sure. We have washer whiffs in Magnolia Shimmer. So they brought these out. This used to be the scent Kindness, but they had to change it for the laundry. They had to change the name. This is really good, really good. I don't remember all the notes in this. It's so fresh and a little florally, but oh, it's so good. It was so good in the laundry, really strong in the laundry. So I could really smell them on my clothes, on my shirts. So yeah, I would get that again. That was really good. All right, so I have one more non-wax thing. It is a scent pack in, what is this? Snowberry. So I had this in my locker at work. That's what I've been doing with most of my scent packs I get. If I get a scent pack like in something like a buddy or something, like I got the Halloween pillows SFR with the ghosts, different things. I usually don't put them in there because I feel like they're not that strong when you put them in those things unless you hold it up and smell it. Otherwise, I just don't think they're that strong. So I usually just keep them and use them in my locker at work, and they do really good in my locker at work. I hang them on this little hook I have in my locker. When I open my locker, I get smacked in the face with the scent because it's closed up most of the time. So when you open it up, you just smell it really good. So that is really good. That Snowberry is just like cinnamon, and does that have strawberry and cinnamon? Or no, I think it's a lowenberry and cinnamon. I think it was really good though. So those last, oops, sorry, dropping empty clamshells. These last for quite a few months, probably almost 2 months usually in my locker. Some, give or take, some are stronger than others, but yeah, they do really well in my locker, so highly recommend them for lockers. All right, now we have some pods here. I have 7 pods. We have cider and crimson berries. This was from the Harvest collection. Pomegranate and ripe strawberry mold with clove and tonka bean. Wasn't this the Harvest collection? Yeah, it was. I don't even remember where I warmed these. Where did I have this? Did I have this in my car? That's the bad thing about waiting 4 weeks to do empties video. Sometimes you forget what you did, where you did stuff at when it was like 4 weeks ago. I don't remember where I did it, but it was pretty good. I remember I did have it in the master bath too at one point. Because sometimes I'll have my car, then I'll bring them inside. When it dies out in the car, and I'll finish them inside. These are pretty good. Yeah, it's just, I mean, clove and tonka bean. It's just a little spicy pomegranate, but it's not real overly spicy, but it's pretty good. I liked it in the pods pretty well. Leaves and lavender. This is a good one. Kind of reminds me of, it's like leaves from Bath and Body Works with like lavender mixed in there. Did really good. I think I had this in my car at one point and brought it inside as well. Hay rides. This did okay. It's fresh hay, cedarwood, crisp, apple orchards. Yeah, it's good. It's kind of like autumn road trip, but yeah, it's a little bit lighter in the pods for some reason. I had it in my car, did okay in there, but it was a little bit on the lighter side for those. Sun-drenched cotton. This was from the Destinations collection. I had this right behind me here in the Scentsy room in my Scentsy Air Quad. I had all these going in there. Did really good. I only turn it on when I come down here though, so it lasted quite a bit because I'm not down here all the time. So I just finally took these out. Yeah, it's really good. It's coconut and cotton. Yeah, it's like a little bit of a coconut laundry scent with a little bit of woodsiness. They did pretty good. Not sure I'd get that again, but they did okay. Brown butter pumpkin. I had this in my car recently. Melted butter, brown sugar, and pumpkin. Yeah, really good. You know, I loved this when I first got it, and now the more I warm it and use these scents, I don't love it quite as much as I did. I do still like this quite a bit, but I think I like pumpkin honey spice better compared to this one. I do still like it, but I can see me getting burned out on this fairly quick for some reason. It's still good though. But yeah, that was brown butter pumpkin. It did pretty good in my car. Not as strong as I thought it was going to be though. And then we have Bright Cider Life. This I've had going forever. I had this in my Scentsy, my little black Scentsy Go. I had sitting like on the love seat in the kitchen by where I watch TV. I had it in a little cup holder. So I turn it on here and there, not every single day, but like here and there I turn it on. It just kept going and kept going. I could smell it and smell it and smell it, so I just kept them in there for months. It was probably like 2 months I've had these in there. Yeah, I recently just took them out, but it's such good. It's a spiced harvest cider pumpkin red apple. So yeah, pumpkin, apple, you get those spices, but it's a little touch of a bakery in there. Yeah, really good. This is currently back in the wax in the Always Get My Bars for Scentsy Club, the Vault scents. So pick it up. in the wax while you have a chance before the end of November. So we had a couple of bricks, finished a couple holiday bricks. These were both from last year. I have butterscotch brittle. This is crushed peppermint, decadent butterscotch, buttery caramel, and creamy vanilla. So I actually liked this I actually liked this last year. But this year, I didn't love it as much. And more of that peppermint came out than it did last year. So maybe the longer it sits, the more that peppermint cures and then it comes out. Definitely more peppermint than it was last year. I remember last year, I think I compared it to a little bit of like it has a little bit of a smokiness in there. It kind of reminded me of a little bit of Scary Good. It kind of reminded me of Scary Good a little bit. And I get that in there a little bit, but that peppermint really came out more in it now. So, I mean, butterscotch, caramel, vanilla, but the peppermint came out more, but it wasn't terrible, but I didn't like it as much as I did last year. So, yeah, there's that. It performed fairly well though. And then we have salted caramel cider. Finish this up. This is salted caramel, vanilla bean, fresh pressed apple cider. Yeah, this is really good. It's just an caramel apple type of scent to me. It's not real cidery though to me. It's just caramel apple. Yeah, vanilla bean, yeah. Not much cider. It's not spicy me at all, but yeah. Just caramel apple goodness in that one. All right, then all the other bars I warmed. I had 2 Apple Harvest Dreams from the Harvest Collection. Forest Apple, Falling Leaves, and Autumn Spice. Did this in my open concept. Did pretty good in my open concept. I've really grown to like this scent more than I did when I first warmed it, did my warm reviews. I didn't love it as much. Something about it I didn't love, but it's grown on me and I like it. It's just apple. It's just Falling Leaves and Autumn Spice. I'm thinking maybe it's not real spicy. It's just a touch of spice, but I think those Falling Leaves got a little bit of outdoors leaves in there with the apples and some of that little spice, but I think it was that mixture of that with the apple that something about it I didn't love at first, but it's growing on me and I really like it. It actually performed very well in my open concept, so I like that. Vanilla Barnwood, had 2 of these, warmed in the open concept as well. Barnwood, creamy, vanilla, rich amber. Did okay in my open concept. A little on the lighter side in the open concept, but I could smell it though. Yeah, this is an okay scent. I like it okay. Not my favorite scent, but it's pleasant. I'm not sure that I'd run to get more of that, but I like it okay. Coffee Tree. Did 2 of these, the open concept. This is bold and sophisticated, freshly ground coffee beans. So this was really good, and I did really like it until I got Luke's Diner from the Gilmore Girls collection, and I realized that is even better than this one is. So I liked Breakfast Blend, and then the more I warmed Breakfast Blend, I didn't love it as much as I did at first. Even though I had stocked up on some of those, I still have some bars left. I do still like it, but I need to warm it again and see what I think about that. But then I did this, and I did really like this one because this is definitely a little bit stronger, just coffee. There's not a lot of cream or anything in this one. It doesn't even say there's creamer, and I don't get a whole bunch of creamer really. It's mostly just strong coffee beans. But Luke's Diner, just the coffee itself is just really good. It's a really strong coffee scent with a little bit of cream in there, but it's overall just, I think, a little better coffee scent than this Coffee Tree is. I like that one better, but this one did pretty good. So I like Coffee Tree. Then we have Orange Clove Pomander. This was in Bring Back My Bar. I just put these in my open concept today upstairs. This is ginger, clove, and vanilla. So this isn't your typical orange pomander type of scent. It's not real, there's not much orange at all, like at all. I don't get any orange at all. It's mostly just spicy ginger clove, some vanilla. It's just a ginger clove spicy. It's kind of sweet too a little bit though. Yeah, it's good. Something about this kind of reminds me of Bright Cider Life. I've said that before. Yeah, there's something in here that's Bright Cider Life-ish. Maybe that's what I love about it, but it's really good. It's not your typical pomander scent though, so if you want pomander, orange pomander, I would go elsewhere, but I do like this though. So I have it going to open concept. It's not the strongest in the open concept though, so I would probably stick to bedrooms for this because I can smell it, but it's a little bit light in the open concept. From the Disney Signature Treats collection, we have Fruit and Hazelnut Waffle Delight. This was really good. I warmed this recently down here in the Scentsy room. It's fresh blueberry, red strawberry, and hazelnut spread. So good. Yeah, it was really good. You really get the blueberry. The blueberry comes out really well. And then strawberry, but mostly blueberry, I would say. Hazelnut spread, yeah, kinda. This is like a bakery hazelnut blueberry, touch of strawberry. Really like that one. Definitely would get that again. Coconut pumpkin pie. Pumpkin puree, grated nutmeg, maple sugar, and coconut shavings. I think before I was just okay with this scent before, so I warmed it again. I think I've realized I don't really care for this bar. Yeah, something about it I just don't love. And I know a lot of people like this one, but it's just not my favorite. I don't know. I think it's just the coconut in there with that pumpkin and all the nutmeg, maple sugar. I don't know. It's just not a favorite of mine. So I don't think I would get that one again. Around the campfire, fresh fallen woods, smoky embers. I had this going downstairs. Love it. I stocked up on this when it was in was it clearance? When they had that in almond croissant, or was it a flash sale? A month ago or so, 2 months, I can't remember. But I got like, how many did I get? I don't remember, 6 or 8. Ah, so good. This is just so good. It's just a sweet, smoky campfire. Sweet, it's smoky embers, fallen woods, but there was a sweetness to it though. Love it. So good. Such a good performer. Apple and oats. This was recently brought back my bar. Rich buttery oats. Caramelized apple, hints of cinnamon. This is currently also available in the, I always get my bars, Vault Scentsy Club bars till the end of November. Yeah, this is good, really good. It's got the buttery oats, and just what it says, apple, hints of cinnamon. It's a little oatmeal-y like, kind of. Really good, performs really well. I like that one quite a bit. Mandarin Toffee Treat. Sugared mandarin, sugarcane, and toffee butter. I think this was in Bring Back My Bar a few rounds back as well. I finished this downstairs. I have just, I think, 4 cubes left. This is alright. It's not bad. I mean, it's a little bakery, the toffee butter, sugarcane, and then the mandarin. It's like a citrusy bakery. Pretty good, not too bad. I don't mind that one. Then we have Winter Twilight. It performed decent. Not overly strong, but did okay. I think I finished it in the bathroom downstairs here. Winter Twilight. I just recently warmed this downstairs, not in the Scentsy room, but out here in our little rec room hallway area here. Lemon peel, crisp mint, and warm amber. Not my favorite. It's not bad, but it's not my favorite by any means. It's not something I think I really need to have again. Just kind of okay. It's just something I'm not overly impressed, like crazy about. Yeah, it's minty, but I don't get a lot of lemon. Minty, some amber maybe. I mean, there could be some lemon, I guess. I don't know. It's just not my favorite, really. Cranberry and tinsel. Mulled cranberries, Siberian fir needle, and cedarwood. I currently have this going right now in the Scentsy room. I put it in yesterday. Can't really smell it too much today, but yesterday it was amazing. So good. This is definitely a woodsy tree note with a little bit of cranberry. Yeah, it's a lot of cedarwood in this. A lot of cedarwood. I would say most top note, what you really smell is cedarwood, and then the pine, but then cranberries is at the bottom. I don't get a lot of cranberries, but there's a little bit of cranberry in there. But man, that cedarwood and that pine is really strong. So good. If you like cedarwood and tree scents, gotta try cranberry and tinsel. If you want more cranberry, you may be upset because I didn't get a lot of cranberry. There's just a little bit in there. Rustic Lodge went through a bar. This was probably from my club that I had. I think I warmed this before I warmed the brick upstairs. I warmed this downstairs. Cedar, oak, musk, wood, smoke, fallen leaves, just like I talked about, really good. Yeah, I love that one. I already talked about it in the brick. Spooky but sweet. Nutmeg, smoked maple syrup, caramelized vanilla sugar. Just warmed this downstairs a few days ago. Actually, I think it's still in the warmers right now. I need to change it out because I can't smell it anymore, but I could smell it really well. I put it in there like 3 days ago. Yeah, Yeah, it's so good. This is like a mixture of scary good and gimme candy. It's got smokiness. Yeah, it's smokiness, but then a sweetness as well. A little mapley. Really good. And this lingered in the warmers for 2 to 3 days, but I can't smell it now. Like I said, I need to change it out. Pumpkin honey spice. I don't remember where I warmed this. I think I warmed this in the Scentsy room quite a while ago. Almost 4 weeks ago, probably. Cinnamon spice, rich pumpkin, vanilla honey. Love this. Such a good pumpkin. The pumpkin is so good in here, but then that little bit of honey with the vanilla. So good. Love that. Performs really good. Spiced pecan creme. Sweet cream butter, ground allspice, and walnut topping. Yeah, really good. This is good too, really good. I had this going, I don't remember where I had this one going. Gosh dang. I just have one bar. I know I wore it at the Open Concept. This is another one, the Open Concept, that I really smelled good when I was using the sink in the kitchen. But I think I just did this one bar somewhere. I don't remember where. But I like it. It's really good. Performs pretty good. It's good medium. Painted leaves. I think I did this downstairs as well. Blue spruce, red maple, golden woods. This is in my club. So good. Such a good fall scent. It's the outdoor leaves and the woods and it says blue spruce. Not spruce like Christmas tree spruce necessarily, but as a woodsy, it's like fall trees and things like that. Really good. Cherry clove chutney is next. Bing cherries, clove, and cinnamon. This was in Bring Back My Bar a few rounds back. I finished this. I think I had half a cube or half a bar, and I finished it in the bathroom downstairs. This is really good. I liked it better than what I thought I did before. Because if I remember correctly, I didn't love it as much as I. Because those notes sound like I would love them. Because I love clove and cinnamon, and I thought mix some cherries in there probably really good. I think I thought it was okay when I warmed it, when I reviewed it for Bring Back My Bar, but I didn't love it. But it was really good this time. So maybe the more it cures, the better it gets. Maybe. Yeah, I really got those clove. The clove and cinnamon spices are really good in there. But then you got that cherry mixed in there with that. I feel like the spices came out more the longer it sat. Because I remember, if I remember correctly, before I didn't get enough of those spices with the cherry, but I sure did this time. It was really good. So yeah, I like that. Mulberry bush. I got this in, I think it was in clearance. I think. Clearance or a flash sale, I get so confused with which one I get what in. Sweet mulberry, bittersweet orange pills. This is just pure classic mulberry. They don't have much mulberry fragrances anymore. It was real popular like back in the 90s, and I always talk about how I had this potpourri, you know, like the wood chip potpourri that you put in a bowl. I had some mulberry scented one, and it smelled just like this, and I loved it back in the 90s. It smells just like that. I don't really get a whole lot of bittersweet orange pill, but it's definitely mulberry. You gotta like mulberry. It's really good. And I liked it because you don't really smell many scents like this at all. So, not anymore anyway. Definitely would get that again. And that is currently available in the Always Get My Bar vault bars as well to the end of November. As is this Churro Churro baked pastry sprinkled with cinnamon sugar. This is in my club. This is really good. Yeah, it's just that fried dough, that fried baked pastry, and then the cinnamon sugar. That's all it is. It's amazing. It performs really good. It's not real strong though. It performs good, but like at a light, medium intensity. It's not real strong, but it performs good just at a medium intensity, basically. Cider and crimson berries. I have this in the pods as well. Pomegranate, ripe strawberry mold with clove and tonka bean. Yeah, it's good. Really good. It's definitely, and the wax is even juicier and pomegranate with just a little bit of spice in there. But I like it. It's good. Then we have Gridiron Rush. Here, citrus, crisp apple, sandalwood, and fresh cut grass. I think I had half of this bar left. I finished in the, I think, half bath upstairs. Yeah, this is just, I mean, it's got the citrus, the apple. Yeah, it's a little sandalwood. A little bit of grass, but just a touch. Not real grassy. It kind of has a little bit of a soapy kind of a feel to me, like a men's soap kind of a thing. Pretty good. Not too bad. Then, lastly, For Scentsy, I have Vanilla Suede. This was in Bring Back My Bar, I think a couple years ago. And is this in the Bring Always Get My Bar? I think this is in the current Always Get My Bar vault scents, I think. If I remember correctly, I could be wrong. Comforting vanilla, rich amber, hints of sandalwood and spice. This is really good. So I had this going downstairs if I remember correctly, and yeah, it's definitely, it doesn't have suede in the notes at all, but it's in the title, but you do get suede. It's not leather at all, it's more suede. But I would say those vanilla, amber, and hints of sandalwood and spice are definitely the most you smell, and then you just get an undertone of that suede under there. But it's really good. Really nice. Really like that. Performed pretty good for me. So that is all the Scentsy, and I just have 2 little vendor wax to talk about real quick, so I'll just go over those. I have a Cozy Barbershop from Lavender and Speckles. This is Barbershop and Marshmallow Fireside. So good. This one did pretty good. I did like this one. I can't smell it in here at all anymore. But yeah, it was just like the Barbershop is kind of like a men's shaving cream type of scent, and then a sweet Marshmallow Fireside. The blend is really good though, so those did actually do really well. I liked those. Good medium scent. And then cider cookies from Teddy B's. This is so small, I can't read it barely. Let's see here. I think it's apple. I can't read it, way too small. It's cider cookies, but like I think it's got other stuff mixed in there. Vendor wax mix all kinds of stuff together in their scents. I can't smell it in here either. This one did pretty good. Did okay. I don't even remember where I finished this. I think I finished it downstairs in the bathroom. Sometimes I've had a little bit, I'll just throw it in the bathroom. Here or down here. Did okay, but not real strong on the rest of these. But I think when I first warmed these, they were better than what they were. I'm just trying to, honestly, I'm trying to just get rid of my vendor wax. And I don't think I'm going to be purchasing vendor wax anymore because it just, overall, it just doesn't perform well for me. I've said that before, so I'm not going to keep saying that. But it just, I get jealous of all these people that talk about vendor wax because, I mean, a lot of people have good luck with it because they want to keep purchasing it. But I tried multiple vendors and I just can't get it to perform very well in my home. Every now and then I'll get some that do pretty well, but for the majority of the time, they just don't. Scentsy just performs way better for me overall. Not that Scentsy's perfect by any means, because there's a lot that are light and I can't smell. But overall, I have way better luck with Scentsy than I do with vendor wax. So I think I'm just gonna stop ordering vendor wax and just focus on Scentsy for the most part. And yeah, so that is everything I've warmed over the last month or so, just a little over last month. So thanks for watching, and I almost finished warming my Wicked bars. I have one more bar left of the Wicked collection, and then I'll just do a quick little warm review video for that collection. And then I have my other LTO collection bars, like I said, that I'll finish warming and do my next what I've been warming video. We'll see how long it takes me to do my next one. All right, so thanks for watching, and we'll see you in our next video. Bye.